Gordon Chang with us this morning. All right, Gordon, what is the significance of this direct challenge from Xi Jinping?
Xi Jinping and his foreign minister, Qin Gang, are building a case for war. They're trying to justify a strike on the United States. James Lilly, our great ambassador to Beijing in the 1980s and 1990s, put it best when he said, the Chinese always telegraph their punches. Well, Xi Jinping is telegraphing his punch.
How important is the military in China at the moment?
It's getting more and more power over the political system. And we see this, at the National People's Congress, which is now ongoing, they announced a 7.2% increase in the Chinese military budget. We don't know what exactly it'll be, but it's certainly greater than GDP growth for this year. Just go back to last year. They announced a 7.1% increase for 2022. They actually had GDP growth of a reported 3.0%, but a lot of economists and analysts think it was actually negative. That shows you the Chinese military is getting so much power in the system, and that means the Chinese military are now thinking about what they can do, not what they should do. And one of the things they think they can do and did was to fly the spy balloon over our country.
Now, Speaker McCarthy, he's going to meet Taiwan's president in California. He's not going to Taiwan. Are you disappointed with that?
I'm a little bit, in the sense that McCarthy going to Taipei was a deterrence message. Now, I don't care if he actually goes to Taipei, but if he doesn't, then Tsai Ing-wen, the Taiwan president, should be met in Washington, D.C. That's a clever way of getting back at the Chinese, saying, oh, McCarthy shouldn't go to Taipei. OK, well, we'll have the Taiwan president meet our president and the Speaker of the House in Washington, D.C. That's a deterrent message, and we need more of those messages.
Vivek Ramaswamy, who's running for the presidency, on this program says, look, we've really got to, not exactly stick it to the China, but we've got to say American businesses should not be doing business in China. Look, I find that rather extreme. How about you?
Well, it is extreme if you're talking about peacetime. But if you think you're going to war, and the Chinese think they are, then it's not extreme, because it is strategically and morally wrong to give your enemy, and the Chinese do call us an enemy, Stu, to give the enemy the means in order to develop their military, which is configured to fight America. So, no, it's not extreme, not at this time when we are on the precipice of the Third World War.
If Disney withdrew from China or was not allowed to do business there, or Apple or any of our technology companies, that's huge. I mean, that's incredibly disruptive.
Sure. And so is the death of hundreds of millions of Americans.
Yeah, but they've not got there yet, have they?
No, but that's where they're going, Stu.
Preemptive action.
Yeah. Look, Stu, the Chinese political system is now mobilizing China's civilians for war. In July, an entrepreneur told me that in China, he's making medical products for the civilian sector. He told me that Communist Party cadres went to him and demanded that he convert his production lines to make items for the Chinese military. The Communist Party has given that order to many Chinese factory owners. And in fact, the Communist Party is now operating a lot of factories that once were privately owned because the owners did not want to stick around for what they thought was Xi Jinping's war. That's how close we are.
It's ominous, Gordon. And thank you very much for being with us. Appreciate it, sir. Thank you.